to start off with neighborhoods and community pages, we do have a blog post here that Larry has done up. It's an excellent little write-up about why use neighborhood descriptions and stuff like that for narrowing down results of certain areas, be it communities, subdivisions, a new subdivision, or anything like around like a golf course community, anything like that. It's really good with your SEO once you create these pages, and you can put in some meta tags, meta descriptions that really helps when your future homeowners come to your website, or actually when they go to Google, they perform a search based off of the community name or subdivision name. It's going to help move your rankings up in SEO when Google crawls your website to kind of bring you towards the top of those pages, so that way you're going to be getting those new clients based off of the AdWord, or I'm sorry, not AdWords, but sorry, I'm drawing a blank right here, the keywords and key descriptions of that specific area. You can definitely check out this blog on your own if you go to blog.idxbroker.com. This one here is under the for teams and offices, and it's going to be the second blog post down. We are pushing out new content very often with our blog. I think we're pushing out a few a week, sometimes even almost 4 or 5. And then use neighborhood descriptions in IDX Broker to boost your SEO. It's a great little write-up. To get started, we have a public demo account. It is ptdemo.idxbroker.com. Again, that's ptdemo.idxbroker.com. This is going to be based on WordPress, where you can kind of see what the front-end user is going to view when they come to your website. It's going to have all the standard searches, functionality as far as the map, advanced search, your quick search, and then being able to add different content. You can also log into the back-end control panel. Up in the very top where it says Demo Login, if you hold down the Control button and hit Demo Login, it'll take you to IDX Broker's middleware. Inside here, you would type in your username and password. It is going to come up as IDX Demo for username and IDX Demo for password, and it'll get you right into the public demo account. To start off, I wanted to show a couple of example websites. We have one here specifically in our area, which is great, where it does very good in SEO rankings. He's got a lot of community pages that he has designed and has put up here. These are all going to be done with creating pages within our solution. Let's go take a look at Ferry Street Bridge area. It's right where we're at downtown. So if you take a look, he has created this page using our solution. It does have all of the information about Ferry Street Bridge real estate in this area. He's put all this in this custom subheader. Information about shopping, dining, parks, recreation, living, schools, health and transportation. He's got links throughout this entire site, so he's got some very good SEO going on with this. That's all in the custom subheader, which I'll get to here in a little while. This is going to be the main page of IDX Broker, where it's going to show in a polygon predefined search result is what this client has done. So it's bringing in all the listings within this area that he has defined within the map. And then it's going to have all of the details, property listings, which you can then take it to those pages. Keep in mind, if you do have a listing yourself that does come up within this map, it would be displaying as a red house icon. That's going to pull up and display your featured listings prior to the remaining of the MLS listings, so everybody else that's in your area. I will go into detail kind of how to do this and get this done. We've also got another one here with jackelkins.com, and he's done some similar stuff, but wanted to kind of show this where you're able to add video. Adding video to your websites is very, very good with SEO benefits. So this again is in the custom subheader where he's embedded a Vimeo feed. I'm not going to play it through here though. Got all of the content that he wants to write about this community subdivision, whatever it may be. Again, you're going to have the map, so you can see we do have a couple of red icons in here for the houses. That does mean, so this is an office account, so one of his agents or himself. These are his listings here, so it does display the featured listings prior to the rest of the MLS results, and it will separate that out inside the display here. And then you'll also see here, so it'll display as search results when it comes to start showing the rest of the MLSs. If it is your own listing, you guys can have your own logo in here. Instead of having the MLS that you're a member of, you can actually put your own company or office or individual logo on this. So let's get started and show you how to create some of these communities or subdivision pages. And by the way, this is going to be recorded and it will be posted to our YouTube channel. Usually takes about 48 hours to get everything tuned up and displayed up on the site. And then I also have Larry, who's another member of our sales team. He's asking or answering some questions. So if you've got any questions, feel free to post them up there and he can help you out with those. So on our public demo account, I have created this page. I'm going to show you how to do this one with adding a widget to the website. So I have created my content. Let's say that I've had this one for a long time. You're just switching over to IDX Broker from another vendor, and you want to keep that page because you have SEO already built up with it. So I created this one all within WordPress. So here's my community name, my description about it, and so all I want to do is add listings to it. I don't want to create a new page, don't want to lose that SEO, so we're going to go into our IDX Broker dashboard. Now I have already created this widget, but I'll show you how you would do that. I'm going to go to Designs, Widgets, and we're going to click on Create. We can select the type of widget that we want to do. For this particular one, I had done a carousel widget. You can do any kind that you want. We'll do a slideshow, for example. Properties to feature. So now you can create a featured properties, which is going to be whichever listings belong to you or anyone within your office. As long as their agent ID number is in our control panel, it'll pull them in and display them as featured properties. If you wanted to do a specific agent, build a widget for the listings that they specifically have, you can do that and it'll display only their listings. Keep in mind that if they sell all of their listings, they don't have any current listings, it will basically just leave a box on your website with no content in it. So kind of keep in mind that if you do build widgets and all your properties have sold, keep in mind that always you may want to put different content inside there. You've got a lot of different options with Platinum. You can use polygon search tools. That's where you can draw on the map, really similar to what this guy did with Ferry Street, where you can zoom in or out of the map and create as tight of a little area as you want or as wide open as you want over the whole city, whichever it may be. You can do a custom list, so if you have a specific amount of properties, you can display up to 25 with a comma separated value. So you put the listing ID number, comma, space, and then another listing ID. You can do up to 25 at one time. Custom search, you can utilize any one of the IDX Broker search pages. Basic search, advanced search, map search, and then you got polygon, radius search within the maps that you can use as long as you're with Platinum. And then you also have address search. So it kind of doesn't happen too often, but if, for instance, if you have a condo or a building that's going to be all off of one specific address, you can use that to do it. So that one's kind of a unique one you won't really do. If you want to create a widget for all sold and pending properties, so anybody that's within your office or yourself that has sold any listings from the time of their IDX Broker service to the future, it'll automatically display those as sold or pending. You just have to go in and change it from unknown to pending or sold within our control panel. For this one, we're just going to do custom search. We'll select the page that we want to do. Just do basic search for now. Let's see here. And it looks like we may have a custom city list in here, so this could be kind of tough. We will definitely try and see what we can do. And we'll make this responsive. It'll automatically pull it, and we will build our widget here. typically, now what you can do, so say if you want to display ones for open houses, this is actually kind of a cool little feature where you can click this open house and it'll only pull in ones for open houses if you wanted to have a specific page for that. Or if you want to do one that has just the newest listings, like the newest 5 days listings, we're just going to put a 5 right there, and it would only display listings up until 5 days. But for now, we just want to make sure that we're going to pull in results, and let's just test this one out and see if we're going to be pulling in anything. Yeah. So somebody has created a custom city list in here, so it's going to be a little tough for me to try to pull some stuff in here, unfortunately. Keep in mind that when you do visit our public demo account, people can get in here, make changes. Unfortunately, I forgot, I didn't have enough time to verify that when I created this one here. So let's go back in here to, I got a question here. It says, you now have sold listings, or does it have to be mine? We don't currently have historical data. Everything would be displayed for whichever agent ID number is in our system, and then whenever your IDX Broker service starts. So if you start your service right now and you sell 5 houses within the next month, those would be able to be displayed as sold listings throughout your website. It would be featured as sold is what it is. Let's go into the widget that I have created and tested prior to this. I did name it community name, and then we'll just do a preview of it so we can see what it's going to be. So when you create these widgets, you're going to want to go in here and test it and preview it to make sure it's going to work. It will apply the wrapper so you can tell if it's going to be able to fit within the container that it's able to be displayed on. So now we want to go into my community page. Obviously there's nothing here right now, so we want to go in and add it. So I'll show you how to grab it. You got 2 different ways. If you've got WordPress, you can embed it with the shortcode. If you're not using WordPress and you need to view the code, copy and paste it, we're going to go to the widget community name, and we're going to go over here and view the code, and then we're going to grab the script. You'll have to copy this and paste this, and then you can go into the page that you've developed, paste that script, refresh your page, and the widget should be displaying up there for you. For our example, we're going to log into our page here. Actually, I think I have it right over here. All right, on this page, so this is my community name page. I've already had it opened. I've already refreshed my plugin. My widget has pulled over, so we're going to go grab the shortcode, and we're going to apply this to this page. I'm going to go to our widget, and community name was the one that I had done, so we're going to insert this. All right, and we're going to update this page. All right. Here's my page that I had, so we're going to refresh this page. All right, so now what we've done is we've taken the page that already exists, already has great SEO. You don't want to change anything. You've got all your community information, subdivision information, area information on here. All we're doing is adding the IDX content. Now, with IDX Broker, since we do an integrated IDX, when Googlebots crawls your website, it is able to view the source code within widgets. So you do gain SEO value for all the widgets that you have displayed on your website as well. So all we're doing here, we're not replacing your page, we're not adding a new page, we're simply just adding content to your existing page. This particular one is a carousel widget, so where you're going to have just a little carousel of the 3 properties. You can adjust it and display 1 wide, 2 wide, 3, 4, 5 wide. Oftentimes we're going to see people that do showcase widgets. With a showcase widget, you can display however many wide you want and however many tall. So you can display up to, I think it's 25 at one time. So you can display them all. You just have to go on to another one. It's only going to display based on the sort value. So if you have it sorted as highest to lowest, lowest to highest, newest to oldest, oldest to newest, depending on how you want it, that's what it's going to display from top left to bottom right. So this is an example of how to add content to an existing page. So we want to go in and create a page now. Let's see, we're going to close this down. Go back into our main one here. All right, so now we're going to go to Preferences and Saved Links. So Saved Links is going to be considered your predefined searches. So that's going to be your community pages, subdivision pages, whatever it may be. For this particular one, I am going to use the polygon since it will pull in listings off of that, since our custom city list has been applied, which is not going to do us very much good. And our main content is going to display out of Florida. So let's get it switched over to us. And we're going to go down in here to Miami area. So if you really want to narrow some stuff down, zooming in, zooming out, depending on how narrowed down you want to be. So let's just say that we're really zoomed in tight, but we're going to kind of keep it a little bit further just so you can show it as an example. We're going to grab our polygon tool right here, and we're going to start on our map, and we're going to draw all of our points wherever we would like them to be. Now you don't have to be very accurate right off the bat. You can always get in here and modify and change these. And we'll show you how we can change it up here. And wherever you finish, it'll shade everything in there. Now if you do need to get back in and edit, you can click on the little edit tool right here, and if you want to, you can zoom in, drag your map, and you can adjust these, and you can get really fine-tuned if you need to. Whenever you make any changes, always make sure to click Save. Now whatever elevation you have your map set up as, so that's what's going to display on that results page map, as long as you have that option selected to display results page maps. So you can kind of take and center it. You can move in, move out, whichever you would like to do. Select the MLSs, select the property types that you want to do. We're going to pull in single family residential. You can add a minimum price, maximum price, depending on what you want, beds, bathrooms, and then here's your sort by option. This one here, you can obviously display a lot more listings within that. This one doesn't really matter since it's demo data. And then we're going to go to next step. All right, here's where you are going to start off using your SEO. So you can give the page title. So this is kind of where you want to think about when you have clients in your area, where are they going to go, or what are they going to type in when they are going to search for this community or subdivision. We can do like, now let's select it here, demo homes for sale in Eugene. Here's your page title. This is what it's going to display when people visit it. You can also get in and change the URL name depending on what you want to do with SEO. Whatever you add in here, it's going to display down here, but you can change it so your page title will be different from your link URL. You can add meta tag descriptions and meta tag keywords. This is also another great thing for IDX Broker, or I'm sorry, for SEO when Google crawls your websites, or Yahoo and Bing. Adding a custom subheader. This is where this particular client, where they have all the detailed information about this communities or subdivision, this is where you're going to put this content in there. For instance, let's see, just add this in here just so you can see as an example what it would look like. We'll paste it. Maybe it won't let me. It might not let me paste that in there. So we can put this is okay. You can add HTML. You can get in here and modify and change it. This is also where you would take in like your YouTube video or your Vimeo video. You're going to go grab the embed code, click on the HTML source editor, paste it in here, and use is where you can have your video displayed at the very top of the subheader. So when clients come to visit, they'll see the video first. and all the details prior to seeing all of the MLS results. If you're using a multi-user account and you have one particular agent that is working in this specific subdivision community area, you can also take and assign that one specific person. If you leave it blank, it will go into the lead routing depending on how you have it set up. If you have it disabled, it's going to go to the primary on the account. If you have it set up as a round robin, it will go in the sequence that it needs to, and then it also has the list where it's going to go one agent to the next depending on how you have it set up. So once you've done all that, you can click on Save and Manage Links. And then now we can go see how this is going to display and see how it's going to look. Maybe. Okay. So now we can go take a look at our page. We did demo homes for sale in Eugene. The type of search that we did is Polygon. When it was created, how many views? So you can kind of see if you have a page that's getting lots of views, or if you have something that's not getting lots of views, maybe you need to create a new one and try to change up some keywords, descriptions, page titles, or URLs. You can apply custom CSS to any one of your pages as long as you're in Platinum on a page level. With Light, it will be using the global settings. And then we want to go take a look and preview the link. So up here you'll see this is our custom subheader that we added. This is where you would have your description of the area, possibly your video, and then it's going to display all the results for everything that you've created within this polygon. So now this is the height that I did set up with the elevation on the map. So you can make sure you can set it the way you want it to display, because it's going to be higher or lower depending on what you want. So this one here did pull in some featured results. It looks like K-Roll Realty has been in here messing around, so they added their logo. Keep in mind, if you have your own logo on here, it's your own featured property, it would display yours right there. And then it would also display the search results, and this will still be pulling in the MLS or logo that will be used. All right, looks like Larry's been answering quite a few questions here. We're about our 20-minute mark. Is there any more questions that we can kind of cover real quick? I've got a question here that's a good one. How long does it take for the widgets and links to show up in the IDX WordPress piece? So when you create a widget, it's developed. Basically, you embed it, you refresh that page, it should be pulling in all those listings. Same thing if you get in and make any changes to it, the widget, once you go back to that page, refresh the page, it's going to pull it in automatically. Same thing is going to be done for pages when you create those. Like if we were to go in and modify the demo homes for sale in Eugene, right then when you go refresh that page, it's going to pull it up over as well. Let's see here. In WordPress, is it best to put community pages as a page versus a post? That's kind of a personal preference. If you wanted to write up a blog post about a certain community or subdivision and embed a widget, for one, SEO is very good with WordPress posts, and plus people can go and search it. It's a very good tool. In embedding that script, that widget will stay active as long as the account is active. That post will always be there. We've got clients that have posts from 3 years ago. As long as their account's still active, that widget's still going to be pulling in the same content, and all those listings should be pulling up. When logos are visible, does it also show logos from competing firms which are fed through the IDX? No, it will not. If it's a featured listings, it's going to display your logo. If it's a listing from the MLS, it's going to display the MLS's logo. Let's go pull up this one right here. So this particular one, so he has no featured listings here, but these are listings from the MLS. So this one here has our MLS, is all that's going to be displayed. With IDX Broker, the only thing that's going to be displayed is by the listing agent is in the disclaimer of every property per terms and agreement between IDX Broker and the MLS. It should say in here, let's see here, listing courtesy of real estate listings. So it's going to be from Keller Williams on this one here. So yes, it's going to display who or what office has listed it, but it's not going to give any link back to them at all. There's a question for SEO. Is post better than a page? It's really kind of a personal preference. I don't think there's one, say, better than the other, and it's really hard to tell as Google can change things whenever they want, and I don't think anybody has really ever figured out the true meaning of what actually is better, because I think it changes too often. All right, so we're right at a 30-minute mark. Thank you guys for joining us. Will a replay be available? Yes, this has been recorded. It will be posted to our YouTube channel at a later time. It usually does take about 48 hours to get done, and we will send that information out to you in a follow-up email. Thank you guys for joining, and have a great afternoon.